Here's how to do the first time setup of this Piranha Plant camera for the Nintendo Switch 2. First of all, grab the main stem here, and in this section here, notice the little line. Now grab these leaves and place them onto the stem like this. You can see how the line is still visible there. That is going to be the back of the stem. Bend the head forward like this, away from that line. Open up its mouth. Notice the orientation of the teeth. The ones that are further back in the mouth are on the top half of the mouth. Now we'll plug the camera in. One way to do it is to have the switch in handheld mode, and take the stem and plug it into the USB port that's on top. Make sure you press it all the way in. A message will briefly pop up. Next, we need to test the camera. Select the system settings icon here, then highlight controllers and accessories on the left and select test USB camera on the right. Make sure you have an image, and if you do, you are ready to go. You can position the camera other ways as well. One way is to grab this base here and plug the stem into the top of it, then take this USB cord that came with the camera and plug one end into the top of the switch and the other end into the back of the base. You can then position it anywhere you want. Everything I just showed you will also work when the Switch is sitting in the dock. You can also mount the camera on top of some TVs by pulling this part down and setting it up like this. Right here, I don't have the cord coming out of the back of it because my TV is on the wall and there's no room behind it for the cord. So therefore, I would not be able to do this in my setup. Note the USB port is right next to the audio port. When the camera is plugged in, it crowds the area a little bit there, which could prevent you from being able to plug an audio device into that audio jack. That's why they included this little cord here. You can plug it into the audio port like this, and then plug your device into the other end of the cord. If you don't have any audio devices plugged in, you don't have to worry about everything I just said. Certain games will utilize the camera. One example is Mario Kart World. When you go into certain modes, it'll detect the camera and ask if you want to use it. And if you say yes, it'll have you position it, and then your opponents will be able to see your head floating above your cart. You can also use the camera for the game chat feature. That feature can be accessed by hitting the C button on the controller or by selecting the C button that's on the dashboard here. Doing that will take you through a first time setup process, and then you'll be able to invite people to a chat session, or you can join an existing session. That's all I had. If you found this video useful, please leave a like, and thank you for watching.